Hello, this is Reverend Don Lewis coming to you from beautiful central Illinois. And today our question comes to us from Draconum Blade. And Draconum Blade writes to tell us that in many of the metaphysical books he has read, he has encountered references to and descriptions of Atlantis that go much farther than Plato's original description, and he's curious to know where these come from. And my answer to this begins with a little bit of explanation. The story of Atlantis originates with Plato, who used it as part of a longer discussion of political utopia, the ideas that he thought would make the ideal society. And the story he told was that of a group of concentric islands on the Atlantic, which were ultimately destroyed by a natural cataclysm ordained by the gods when they in fact became corrupt. And this idea apparently was very compelling to people, and more compelling because of the idea of an island nation overwhelmed by a natural cataclysm than any of the political ideas that he was discussing. And the idea ever since has exercised a certain fascination on people's minds, the result of which is that many people have had something to say about it. And the things they've had to say vary from the very interesting to the absolutely worthless. And as to which is which, I'll leave you to be the judge. I will say that people approach the story of Plato and Atlantis from many different points of view. Some people believe that he just made the whole thing up to illustrate his political ideas. Other people believe that he was speaking about something real, and they have many different theories about what that might have been, what culture he may have been talking about, when it may have existed. And all kinds of books have been written about this. There are a number of different candidates among cultures that are known, and there are also many people who think that it was an unknown culture. And again, what people have to say about this vary from things that are interesting and deal with actual historical situations and actual historical anomalies, of which there are plenty, to the basically worthless things that are just pure fantasy. One of the most significant writers on the subject of Atlantis was the great psychic Edgar Cayce. And as far as Cayce's writing on Atlantis goes, I would say that it may have some valuable insight on the astral level, much more so than on the physical, but that's my take on it. Other people are devoted to his ideas. It is worth saying that he said that there would be physical evidence of things that he was talking about in the year 1968, and that was the time when the Bimini Road was discovered, which is kind of interesting. But on the other hand, the Bimini Road is itself highly controversial. So, what would I say about all these different theories about Atlantis? Well, they can be interesting. It's certainly worth looking into. There is no consensus on the subject, and the different theories on the subject vary extremely widely. So, if you want to look into it farther, you'll have an adventure. I hope that gives you something to think about, and until next time, may you blessed be. The Common Book of Wicca and Witchcraft is envisioned as a copyright-free collection of spells, chants, rituals, and commentary dealing with Wicca and witchcraft in general, which people can draw upon whenever they like without having to worry about copyright, attribution, and the politics that sometimes accompany these things in our community. I think it's a wonderful idea. I certainly plan to contribute to it, and I hope that you'll join me in supporting it. You can learn more about the Common Book of Wicca and Witchcraft, as well as supporting the Indiegogo campaign for it, at the following address: witchlibrary.com. I hope you'll go and have a look at it, and I hope you'll join me in supporting it. And until next time, may you blessed be.